video yet. Gotta do that and gotta get that up. I'm aiming for 10 a.m. So this morning I woke up super early. Like at 5:50, 6 o'clock, I don't really remember. I thought I'd get an early start on the vlogging thing because when I do, I end up having a video. Made my coffee, started getting some work done on the computer, and then after a few hours, I'm like, all right, really productive. I looked at the time, it's only 9:30. It's not even 9:30 yet, it's 9:28. And it's like, I feel like I'm done working for the day. On a normal day, my day would have I would like still be trying to crawl out of bed and I'd be crawling to the kitchen trying to like stand up straight so I can make my coffee. Guess the early bird does catch that worm. I'm normally like a super night person. Like I normally can't function before 11 or 10 o'clock. I'm just excited for the day. A couple things have happened since I last turned this camera on. One is that the neighborhood decided to have a Christmas party. Oh. It's not the neighbors. I mean, it is the neighbors, but it's my building. I thought it was like the neighbors down the street. Okay, I think the building is having a party or something, which I didn't hear about. Alright, the other thing that happened is I was refilling this pitcher with that galon, as we call it, and then I dropped it because it was on this stool here, and I was just kind of like leaning it over to refill the pitcher. I dropped it. Now there's a hole in the bottom. Oh my gosh, that music is gonna strangle somebody. Oh my gosh. Ugh. This place is not soundproof whatsoever. Okay, need some light. So I came up with this. I hate. Okay, here's another fun fact. I really don't like Christmas music. It's so corny. I do like some Christmas music, but most Christmas music is super corny. Like, listen to this stuff. I don't know if this is, wait. I don't know if this is Christmas music. It's about basketball. Whatever, this type of like upbeat, like jolly stuff, not a fan. Not a fan. Anyway, back to my problem here. There is a hole right here that somehow I need to fix. I don't have duct tape. I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't know how to fix it. So my idea was to melt the plastic and fuse it back together. Shut up. So the way I'm gonna do this. Why? Turn it off. Turn it off. Why? Keep it off. Please keep it off. Please. Okay, I officially give up. Move the candle out. There are like 30 holes in this thing. I'm just gonna transfer the water like I said I would. Fail, epic fail. I gotta leave the apartment because this music is really annoying the crap out of me. But before I do, I wanted to reveal where the paintings are from. I really love the little discussions that we had in the comment section about the painting. It's really interesting. A lot of the guesses I never thought of. Maybe some of the guesses are a bit more fitting. But the artist decided to do it this way. That was just her vision of it, and that's how she chose to do it. You might not agree that it's a good rendition, or you might be like, it's great, but it is what it is. And I personally do like it. This one here is indeed Elijah when he went to the cave to listen to the Lord, and there was an earthquake, but the Lord wasn't there, and there was a storm, I think. The Lord wasn't there, and there was a flood. I forget. There's like these huge loud natural disasters, and the Lord wasn't there. And then there was silence, and that's where the Lord was, a still small voice. This one here is, you guys guessed it, this is the woman at the well, Samaritan woman, and I really like it. The verse, I forget the exact number, but it's where like she's saying, the music is so distracting, where she's saying like, where can I find this living water, or where can I find this water that you speak about, something like that. And so I really like this because my like interpretation is like, this is what she sees, like this is a living water that she's imagining this water to look like. The jar that she's leaving, it's at her back because she's leaving it to go, you know, follow Jesus. So I want to go back to this one. Here, I just closed the curtain so it's darker. The reason why I asked Ami to paint this is because silence has a huge part in my life. We'll talk about this in the car. I need to go, so I'll talk about this in the car. It's really fitting that today there's all this noise in the apartment, and that I wanted to talk about that painting, reveal what the artist intended it to be. The reason why I asked Ami to paint that is because I just really like the idea that God speaks in the silence. There is one Lent back when I was in high school where I gave up listening to music. No music in the car, no music at home, none playing at the computer. Just, if I wanted to entertain myself, it had to be something else, not music. I got an errand, so I want to run real quick. I went to go drop off my clothes at the laundry place, and so I brought my car, my dirty clothes, because I had a lot of dirty clothes. And then I didn't need it anymore, so I brought my car back to the apartment and switched out for motorbike, and I left my camera in the car. Sorry. Meaning I didn't really film much today. I think I was in the middle of sharing with you guys my journey into silence. So yeah, 1 year during Lent, and if you're not familiar what Lent is, it's, in short, it's a time before Easter, which is where Christians celebrate Christ's resurrection. And in this time for Easter, we prepare for the resurrection by making room in our lives for Christ, either by giving something up and sacrificing something, or by doing something more that makes us more open to Christ. So one Lent, I decided to give up music, and I realized that I really love silence. It helps me think, it helps me focus, like my brain can work. It was really a game changer. So most of the time when I would drive, it would be like an hour-long car rides. I just always went to faraway places. And instead of listening to music, I would pray. Sometimes I would pray the rosary. I would get so into it, meditating on the mysteries, that when I was finished, I'd like snap back into it, and I would be like miles away from my destination. But I would pray more. I would just like talk to God. I would just pretend that God's sitting in the passenger seat and be like, yo, sup? Know what I mean? But the silence just allowed me to do that. By the way, I met the community of St. John, which are the brothers and sisters that I'm always hanging out with here. I met them when I was in college. They have a priory, or a house in New Jersey, where I'm originally from. Yeah, and around the same time where I gave up music, it's around the same time where I was starting to hang out with the community of St. John more. And one of the things that they really value is silent prayer. All the other communities, when we have Eucharistic adoration, pretty much the time in front of Jesus where we pray, every other community sort of like encourages us to pray the rosary during adoration, or read something during adoration, or journal during adoration, which are very okay. They're very good things to do during adoration. But the community of St. John really emphasized that adoration is a time to love God in silence, to contemplate God, and that's it. Do nothing, to like waste time with God. Because journaling can be a productive thing. Reading can be a productive thing. Adoration is not a time to produce. It's a time to, it's a time to love God. Like gazing into the eyes of your beloved. Yeah, something like that. That would be really awkward, actually. Today, gazing into the eyes of somebody and not speaking to them would be quite awkward. But I think there could be a romantic side to that. Yeah, if you're really comfortable with the person. No? Comment below. Let me know what you think about that. I know that this video is a bit more religious, and I kind of want to stay away from being like exclusively Catholic on this channel, because I think that the Catholic lifestyle is beneficial for all people, whether or not they believe the reasons why Catholics do it. I think it's still beneficial for just a human being. For example, I told you why my reason for benefiting from silence is because I felt like it made me closer to God. But maybe if you don't believe in God, I think silence is still beneficial. Psychologically, it'll help you think more and be more introspective. Introspective, is that a word? I always blame my lack of knowledge on English words, on that, like, I'm in the Philippines, people don't really prefer English here, but really I've never had a good vocabulary before. Yeah, well, that's all I got for today. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below, say hi or something like that, subscribe, ring the bell. I don't think anyone actually follows the directions when people say it like that, but whatever. I think I've been not having outros in my videos lately, but yeah, oh well. Alright, take care guys.